Hey, I decided to make one of my videos back in, it was blurry. So, in the dream, God was telling me about makeup, jewelry, and, there's a lot of stuff in this world that we're doing that's not pleasing to the Lord. If only you guys talk and communicate to the Lord, every decision you make, you will find out what's pleasing and not pleasing to the Lord. Okay, here's the thing. I had this dream. He always speaks to me in dreams, and, I was, going downstairs, okay, and there was this dark entity under a blanket. He was covering himself, and when I realized he was there, like the bump, he just kind of got out, and he got escaped, like he got exposed, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden I saw myself in the mirror wearing lipstick like this. All of a sudden there was darkness around the whole area, like a darkness of wickedness and demonicness, and it was relating to me wearing lipstick, and God was telling me it was the lipstick and the makeup wearing, the putting on color and changing yourself is what God does not like. And I had he was telling me about about jewelry too. Like, I was having it was really random. I was having sex with a necklace, and God's like, okay, wearing jewelry is as horrible as having sex. Okay, it's as bad as a sin as having sex. Okay, and then I was asking the Lord, why is this bad? Why is what I mean? Like, why is jewelry bad? Why is makeup bad? And how God was explaining is, I've created you. Leave it the way it is. Leave it natural. I don't want you to change any way, anything of yourself. Be happy with what you have. Are you saying you're a better creator than me? You think you can do better than I can? Is that what you're saying? You think you're better than God? So you feel like you're not beautiful enough, so you have to slap on some makeup and make yourself look better. So you're saying you could do it better than God? And as for the jewelry, okay, God was explaining to me, everything in this world, the original state, okay, the material was created by God, but the idea was not from him. It was from a demonic being, fallen angels, to tell us to do these things, and it was passed on so many generations. We don't think it's a sin anymore. So maybe, okay, for instance, like condoms and like birth controls and like jewelry and all those, there's a lot of things. Talk to the Lord and he'll let you know about it. Those are the few that he admit that the material was from him, from the earth, but the idea that producing like sex toys and dittos and stuff like that, those wicked ideas are not from him. And that goes to makeup and jewelry. Those are demonic, and from the devil and the demons and stuff. And I guess it was passing on in the beginning of the age, like the beginning of Jesus Christ. They start educating people wearing this when they're like really young and really don't know what's going on. So God was giving me this is how he explained the dream. I had another dream, okay, and that relate to this dream. In the classroom, there's these little kids, about 2 to 7 years old, and they have beautiful pairs of angel wings. And so I viewed that little girl in beginning was me, and later afterward it became my daughter. Okay, so they were lining up against the wall to prepare themselves to drink some kind of medicine or some kind of thing to drink to make them grow or whatever. I don't know, like just. But the adult, okay, the teacher, the adult I was mixing up something for the little kids to drink, but we didn't know what the heck we were mixing up. We were mixing up poison for the little kids, and we didn't know it. We think that, okay, they have to come to age where they have to know this stuff and whatever. So the oldest boy, which is 7, took a sip of this wine or the poison, and so he drank it a little bit, and he lost his one pair of wing, and then he's like, okay, it worked. He drank it, and he lost his other pair of wing. I guess they come to age where they have to lose their pair of wings. Their wings means their innocency. The first time they convict a sin, like it may be a sin that they don't know. Like, how when they go to age, they start saying no, and they rebel against you from cartoons and stuff. You'll be surprised. So each one of them, like an age of 2 to the 7. Some kids will make a sin at 2. Some babies will make a sin at 7. Some people make it at 5, depending on the age of the qualifying whatever. So and then so I was like, why the heck are we feeding our kids poison to? And then after that, I was holding that baby that was me, but they became my daughter, and she was getting ready to drink her thing too, and she didn't even had a chance to drink, and I bumped her wing, okay, and I knocked her wing out, and her wing, okay, was handicapped, okay. And I was like, everybody have angel wings. Well, how the heck did my baby have butterfly wings? It's more fragile. So it had like a casing to protect the wing because it was so fragile, So God said, my generation, was like that. And now my daughter generation the wing and innocency is more vulnerable, more easy to be corrupted, easy to be, so I barely bumped it and it broke. Okay, her butterfly wing broke, and it was protected by this case, and it still broke, and she didn't even drink the thing, you know what I mean? And so okay, God was telling me in this dream that, so many generations, okay, have passed out things that was taught by the Napoleonian demons, demonicness, fallen angels, that was passing for many years, okay, till this generation. We do it and we don't acknowledge that it is a sin. And so what happened is, God was telling me about makeup and stuff. He said, if I don't like you having colors on your eyes, what do you think I like you having colors on your hair, which is dyeing your hair? And then I stopped dyeing my hair. And if I don't like you to have colors on your hair, what do you make you think I want you to have colors on your nails? Okay, one thing led to another. He said, at the time I was a nail tech. Okay, I was making hella money. I was making lots and lots of money. I was rich. And God was like, if I didn't like you to paint your nails, what make you think I like you to paint other people's nails to promote this demonicness? And I was like, I practically had to give up my job. God was saying, that's how narrow the gate to heaven is. Who is willing to lay off everything to follow Christ? That is Christ's servant. When you're willing everything on the table for Christ, you are God's servant. You are God, the child God. You know what I mean? You lay everything. Because when God tells you, and when you don't give it up, it's not going to be good. Don't even try to argue and reason with God. If you need to get an explanation, ask Him. He'll answer you. But meditate on it. So basically, I had to give up my job. Okay, you guys thinking giving up nails was hard? I had to give up my job, my hella money paying job. I was making lots of money. Think about it. Makeup, dyeing my hair, doing nails. I love doing those things. I like to look pretty. Who girls don't like to look pretty? But the gate is very narrow. Okay? It comes to surgery. Okay? If you guys do surgery, I even think waxing your eyebrow is a sin, because I have a feeling God was trying to tell me, I create those hair on there for a reason. If I didn't want you to have those hair, I wouldn't create it there. I left it there for a reason, so don't even try to pluck your eyebrows anymore. I come to a point I don't even wax this. But I think this is a health issue, and you know what I mean, like down there and here's a health issue because it kind of stink. But as for this, it goes for beauty. Anything as for beauty, don't do it, because you're saying that you can do a better job than God, and that's very, very, very bad. So the thing is, makeup, jewelry, and all this stuff was the devil and demons' idea. My mom, I was trying to tell her, she have a hard time swallowing. She's like, well, God created this, God created that. I'm like, no, God, yes, He created the material, but the idea behind it was not His. It was the fallen angel. Makeup, hair dye, jewelry, condoms, birth control, fake boobs, ditto, sex toys. Okay? That was what the explanation God was telling me. And there's lots more. There's still lots more that He's telling me. That on TV, there's a lot of things that's, showing about gossip, sex, war, and stuff. a lot of TV show is not appropriate to the Lord. So, you know, there's a lot of things when it comes to the Lord, and I'm just letting you guys know that the gate is that narrow. Which one of you want to go to heaven? You know, try to strive through that narrow gate. Is how we strive through the narrow gate. Difficult is the way that leads to life, and only a few that find it. Few. I'm talking about 1% here. Every 100 person, 1%, one person go to heaven. That's how difficult the way is. I had to give up my job, so it's time for you guys to give up something if you want to follow Christ. You know what I mean? Give it up. It's not worth it to go to hell. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. And I'll be seeing some videos online how near death people, and they went to hell and they saw people that was obligated wear acid on their face like for makeup for eternal, or dyeing their hair with acid, or doing crazy stuff because they weren't, you know, God was telling them. And then, you know, so don't get deceived, you guys. Don't get deceived. Don't just take this video as, you know, nothing. Pray on this, because God didn't happen to let you see this video for a reason. Okay? God wants to let you know, purify yourself. You need to be a purified, holy bride. Okay? So, yeah. God bless everybody.